are into in spices and fried food. So how come this idea came in your mind?
Yes. This business honestly started as something to occupy me as a woman and to make me independent in whatever little way that I could be. But I never knew that it's, mashallah, going to become such a huge and a successful business.
Mashallah. So when you started, what challenges or hurdles you faced at that moment? Wasn't it challenging for you?
Can I tell you something honestly? The challenges do not end.
Right, that's true.
Throughout the journey.
Yes.
And the challenges I had initially, because you know, when you have a small business, you have smaller challenges.
True.
When you have a bigger business, you have bigger challenges. Yes.
So who supported at that time? Who were behind you? That definitely you were too young. So
Yes.
how did you handle everything?
So mostly my mother was my support. If it has to be from, you know, people. Other than that, if I have to say that in my journey, my support has been my God.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So have anybody inspired you ever? Who is your inspiration?
Somehow, I think it's just God who led me to these personalities stage-wise. So my first stage of my the personality that I was inspired by was Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, my favorite.
उनका शो लगा के बस वो देखती थी सुबह, and that would motivate me for the day. Then after Oprah Winfrey, there are other personalities like Esther Hicks. I don't know if you've heard about her. Then Eckhart Tolle. Then there are Sadhguru. Yes.
How do you balance your life, work balance life? What do you do about that?
So if I feel that I need to give time to my son, I can take time off work and I can work remotely and I can give that time to my son. But for me to come to this point, it easily took me 7 to 8 years.
7 to 8. Assalamualaikum, I'm Nadira Sohail and welcome to another episode of CEO Club. And today we have very beautiful, humble and successful women with us. She is a founder and CEO of one of very favorite cuisine, Turkish cuisine. Any idea about that? Yes, Nisa Sultan. So let's welcome her. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
And we are really glad you're here. And you know, this Turkish cuisine is one of our favorite cuisine. Actually, I have worked with Turkish people also, and I know that how it tastes. But when you started, at that moment, I guess 9 years back?
About 11 years.
11 years back, you have started that. So what was the idea behind it that you have to start this cuisine in Pakistan, where like in Lahore, people are, you know, are into in spices and fried food. So how come this idea came in your mind?
Yes. So Nisa Sultan is basically, I myself am half Turkish and half Azeri. My father was from Azerbaijan and my mom is from Turkey. But my mom used to work in Pakistan, so we moved to Pakistan in 1995. So my schooling and my brought up was in Pakistan. I am more Pakistani now than Turkish or anything else. So when I completed my education, my mother thought that it is extremely important that I keep myself busy and I do something, and even if not very big, but have a little bit of my own income, you know, to spend on myself. So this business honestly started as something to occupy me as a woman and to make me independent in whatever little way that I could be. But I never knew that it's, mashallah, going to become such a huge and a successful business.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Mashallah, you belong to a multifunctional family.
Yes.
Your roots are in Turkish,
Yes.
Turkey and Azerbaijan.
Yes.
And actually, I wanted to ask you that you are Turkish-based Pakistani or Pakistani-based Turkish?
I
This is what I wanted to ask.
Pakistani-based Turkish.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So when you started, what challenges or hurdles you faced at that moment? Wasn't it challenging for you?
Can I tell you something honestly? The challenges do not end.
Right, that's true.
Throughout the journey.
Yes.
And the challenges I had initially, because you know, when you have a small business, you have smaller challenges.
True.
When you have a bigger business, you have bigger challenges. But the number one challenge, what I feel, it was making people acquainted with the cuisine, with the kind of taste, with the knowledge of the cuisine. So it took me a very long time to make the local, especially our, Punjabi crowd of people to get familiar with the taste. And slowly, I didn't give up. I persisted. I kept on believing in our food and our cuisine, and slowly what I saw is that people started actually genuinely enjoying our food. And in the beginning, when they used to come and say that, oh, isme wo dumbe ke hamak aati hai, la la la. Now people come and say ke hame wo dumba, we want to eat that lamb. So the biggest challenge was introducing the food itself. And then of course with that there were many other challenges with human resources. I always do keep a Turkish chef with me. Our head chef is always a Turkish guy, even though the recipes belong to my family. These are our own ghar ke kitchen ke andar jo chalta hai, those are our own recipes. But to obviously overlook the operations, we have a head chef who's Turkish, but then you have to train the locals. Because how many Turkish people I can keep, right? So that was also a very big challenge of training the staff, and that challenge keeps on going on every day.
That's wonderful. So I was reading about you that when you started the business, you were just 23 at that time.
22.
22. Yes, it was written 23, but 22. Yeah. Too young.
Yes.
So who supported at that time? Who were behind you? That definitely you were too young. So how did you handle everything?
So initially, as I said, it was my mother who supported me and helped me in setting up our first outlet, which many people know was off Malam Road, a very small outlet where we had like 30 or maybe 35 maximum seating capacity. And for the first 2 years, my mom was with me, assisting me, because at that time I also was pregnant with my baby. So she was there assisting me. Then my mom went back to Turkey, and the whole show then was left on my shoulders. So mostly my mother was my support, if it has to be from people. Other than that, if I have to say that in my journey, my support has been my God.
Definitely. That's true. One more question, that now, mashallah, you have more than...
We have 7 branches, 7 running, and the 8th one is coming up soon, but the location will be disclosed closer to the launch.
Definitely, we will celebrate that also.
Inshallah.
So one question regarding the newcomer, those who wanted to start their business, like especially for the women, because there's a women's CEO club. So everybody is definitely see this program. What advice would you like to give them? Because it's very, food business very difficult to handle and maintain the standard also, the taste also. So what advice would you like to give all those people who wanted to start this business and how they can be successful?
What I'd like to say, whether it's women, men, youth, whoever, in order to start business, first of all, you have to have the idea. So whatever you have in your mind, whatever inspiration you have in your mind, you should not be afraid of going for that idea.
True.
Lots of people, even before they get to that phase where they start the business, they're afraid to take that spot, take that start, and they have fears, they have doubts, they think, how am I going to do it? Will I be successful? Will my idea work? So the very first thing is you have to kill that fear, you have to kill that doubt. Go for it.
But it's not easy.
It doesn't matter if you fail, doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is part of life.
So you have to motivate yourself that you can do it.
Take that step.
That's
and when you take that step, then you have to try your level best to excel in it and to gain as much knowledge as you can in it.
That's nice, very nice. Okay, where do you see yourself after 10 years? Let's say 10 years.
Well, I'd like to say one thing about myself, that even when I was a little child, by nature I'm a dreamer. So my dreams are very big, and of course, I hope that, and I'm sure that God will assist me in achieving all my goals and dreams. But if I have to give you a few quick how, where I see myself. I want to take this brand, Nisa Sultan, nationwide.
The next level.
Yes, it is already, alhamdulillah. We have it in Faisalabad, in Gujranwala, in Sargodha. I do want to take it nationwide, and I do want to take it internationally as well. But for me, more than just the business, I feel after I achieve self-actualization in the business world, I actually want to get into welfare programs.
Okay.
So that is my dream.
Very nice. That's,
to whatever I receive, I should be able to give back.
That's nice. What is success for Nadira Sohail Qureshi?
What is success? It's very simple. It's going to sleep peacefully.
Oh, yes.
It's waking up peacefully.
That's wonderful. Yes.
That's all.
Then you're successful.
I'm successful.
If you have doubts, if you have stress, then you're not successful.
That's all.
Right?
You sleep peacefully, you wake up peacefully.
And what is the idea of happiness?
Happiness, I think it's actually pretty much the same thing. You fall asleep peacefully, you wake up peacefully, and happiness is being able to achieve your ambitions, not solely for yourself. You don't, we come to this world not to just make things for ourselves. I think I will truly be happy that when I achieve things to a certain level, again, if I am able to give back to people, then I'll be truly happy.
This is what happiness is called.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very nice. So, have anybody inspired you ever? Who is your inspiration?
I have many inspirations. I generally, through my journey of, for example, Nisa Sultan, I'll tell you a very interesting thing. When my mother, after being with me and helping me for 2 years, so when she left, so it was like, such a big burden on my shoulders. And I was like, how am I going to do this? I have never been in the restaurant business. It was not easy.
Yes, definitely.
So I remember I used to wake up in the morning and have my breakfast. And I used to wake up in a lot of stress, not knowing कि आज का दिन किस तरह गुजरेगा. तो I used to have my breakfast and I would switch on the TV, and somehow I think it's just God who led me to these personalities stage-wise. So my first stage of my the personality that I was inspired by was Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, my favorite.
उनका शो लगा के बस वो देखती थी सुबह, and that would motivate me for the day. Then after Oprah Winfrey, there are other personalities like Esther Hicks. I don't know if you've heard about her. Then Eckhart Tolle. Then there are Sadhguru. Then my journey, different people. Neville Goddard, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, I'm not sure. So somehow I've always found myself inspired by people, and I research them. They somehow come to me themselves, and they're very accurate for the phase that I'm going through. वो बहुत accurately Allah sends me those people, and I watch their stories. I get inspired by them, and it's amazing.
When you're seeking something, definitely it comes to you. Yes,
it comes to you.
So the first thing that we must seek something. What is the vision? What you want in life? Definitely it will appear
100%.
automatically in your life. That's
100%.
wonderful. Your favorite book? Do you like reading?
Yes, currently I am reading The Power of Your Imagination, again by Neville Goddard. It's a compilation of all his teachings. Then before that, I read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind.
Yes, I've started that.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice book. And the other book that I really enjoyed reading recently was Becoming Supernatural. And The Power of Now.
Power of Now, very important.
Yes. So I usually read self-help books.
Exactly. So I guess as a CEO, you need to read such book because emotional intelligence it's very important. How do you manage that? Because you have the a lot of employees with you.
Yes.
So what do you do about it?
So I'll tell you, because obviously when I started this business, I was very young, very emotional. So there were certain decisions that I, out of emotions, not correct decisions that I took. And of course, life is such a thing that you learn from your mistakes.
Yes.
So with time and with age, I learned that no matter what situation comes right in front of you, the first thing you have to do is you have to control your emotions.
True.
You have to, the saying, sleep over it. So take some time, think about it, and then respond, right? Of course, there are situations in life where you have to give an immediate response.
Exactly, yes.
But even that immediate response, you have to be very careful that it shouldn't be aggressive, or it shouldn't be very emotional, because sometimes later on a cool mind, when you recap things, then you regret things.
Yes.
So you have to really consciously work on controlling your emotions. Emotions, though, we all have them. You can't avoid them, but you have to face them, and you have to face them with patience.
But at that moment, you were too young for that. So did you manage by the time, or you knew it already that,
No.
okay, I have to manage my emotions?
As I said, I learned from my mistakes.
Yes. And I guess we are still learning.
We are all, the learning process doesn't end.
Doesn't end.
Yeah.
Exactly, yes. That's true. Mashallah, you have the family also. You have a grown-up son.
Yes.
We just came to know.
Yes.
How do you balance your life, work-balance life? What do you do about that?
So initially, when I was in the initial stages of the business, it was quite tough and challenging because a lot of my time I was on ground.
Yes.
I would leave the house at 10 a.m. I would come back home at 11 p.m. So I only saw my son when I would wake him up for school, and then when I would come home, he would be sleeping already. But I was lucky to have good help and things like that. But now, alhamdulillah, because it's been 11 years and I've been constantly working on the systems, so now I can say that I have that freedom of time.
Okay.
So if I feel that I need to give time to my son, I can take time off work, and I can work remotely, and I can give that time to my son. But for me to come to this point, it easily took me 7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Right, too long time.
Yeah.
But mashallah, now I guess things have
Now
been settled.
it's, yes, by the grace of God, it's much
Mashallah.
more easy now.
Any difficult decision you have ever taken?
Life is such a thing that you have to take decisions all the time, whether it's small decisions, big decisions. Yes, there are, of course, difficult decisions I needed to take, and more of the personal matter. But at the end of the day, whatever decisions that you do take, you need to take it confidently, and you need to take it knowing that your God is with you, and your God is always leading you to the right path.
Definitely, yes. You must have that.
You must
firm
have that
belief.
faith.
Yes, that faith, definitely.
And yeah.
So if you talk about, like, mashallah, you're a successful women, how would you describe women empowerment? I sometimes ask this question, and I always don't get satisfactory answer that we always talk about women empowerment. Any idea about that? How to empower a woman?
How to empower a woman?
Yes.
Let her be.
Let her be.
Yeah, let her be whatever she wants to be.
But actually, my idea is that we are only empowering those women, those who already have power. What about others?
You see, you have to then motivate them. You have to educate them. You have to show them it's possible.
Yes.
You have to, like what you people are doing, I think it's a great thing that you're doing, because you are actually, through this platform, showing women that if these women could do it, so can you.
Yes.
Nobody is any less than anybody else. I truly believe that the soul that we have inside us, that is a divine soul.
Yes.
ठीक है? And you can achieve anything.
Definitely.
Whether you're a woman, you're a man, whatever you identify yourself. आजकल तो, the world is becoming very complex.
Yes.
But it's within you.
Yes.
And people need to know that.
Exactly. There is always struggle, whether you are privileged or not.
There will be,
yes.
nothing is possible without.
Exactly.
If you're privileged and you won't struggle, you won't be able to maintain the privileges you have. Those privileges will also ultimately collapse.
Definitely.
Right.
Because people see us only when we are successful. They haven't seen that struggle.
Nobody sees the journey.
The pain. We were talking about the pain. They haven't seen that pain.
Nobody sees that journey.
Yes, definitely. Please describe Nadira.
Describe Nadira. Okay. So if I have to describe myself.
Yes.
I believe not only Nadira, but everyone. Every human being in this world is an extension of our Creator.
Definitely, yes.
Right?
Beautiful thing.
We all have that light within us, and we as human beings, we just have to recognize that light, and we have to shine it on everybody else.
Wow, nice. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Nadira. We have a lovely conversation, or definitely you have conveyed very beautiful messages to our people. So thank you so much for coming our show.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
Same.